And welcome back, Fireside Addicts, to another episode of Drowser's Fireside. Today, let's chat. Dig it. So I got my little fire here. It's kind of smoldering. Trying to burn through some of the smaller chunks of the axe throwing wood that I showed a few episodes ago. That I got more. I got a ping from them again. They have more for me, so I'm gonna head over there tomorrow morning and grab some more axe throwing wood. Sales for that wood has definitely diminished, or sales in general. Like this month has been like almost a dud. And I think I mentioned this in a previous episode. I think it has to do with how hot it is, how dry it is, and the burn bans, and people not wanting to have a fire, which I respect, and a lot of people have said in the comments of the episode that they won't burn or decrease their sales on purpose because they just feel it's safe for people not having firewood, and I respect that again. So, yeah, sales are not doing good this month, but I'm not concerned about it. It'll rebound soon. But I was racking my brain of what episode ideas I'm come up short, and I think there's some of you that don't like a lot of rambling, a lot of commentary, and I know I've done a lot of that recently, trying to find a balance and a blend of action and doing stuff, showing stuff, and talking. So I was racking my brain, and I have some ideas, but I need other things to happen for me to do those episodes, or they're like multi-process episodes, or to film it, So, and then I realized the other day that I can't find the tripod mount for my GoPro. So, I left it in Vermont, and so I need to get another one of those because right now I'm holding the camera, which is fine. And for the life of me, I can't find my cowboy hat. I know I brought it back, and I set it aside to clean or to reform to wear, and now I can't find it. So I don't know. It's kind of like the icon of the channel, my hat. It's on my logo and all of that. So does it matter to you folks? Should I buy another one? Do I need a hat? I don't know. It's just kind of one of those things that I've tried to wear since getting my logo every episode, and since then, and now I can't find it. Anyway, so you let me know down in the comments if having my cowboy hat was needed, or it's just kind of cool with the channel. So yeah, I can't find it, so no hat yet. It will turn up somewhere, like some random place, but as of right now, I don't have it. Thank you for those who chimed in on my post on YouTube on bags. I think that I got some good responses from people, and I appreciate your input and your insight. So I'm still debating on that, and we'll see how that goes. I may dive into that soon, but I haven't heard from my cedar guy in a while. He may have some more stuff for me, I don't know. But I know I sold a lot of his cedar chunks this past fall and winter, so I anticipate that. I probably have a good, I don't know, maybe like eight cages worth right now that are drying, including the one right behind me. I have noticed that the shelter that I built in my backyard definitely is not suitable for drying wood. There's just a lack of sun and a lack of airflow back here, and the wood tends to mold. So I think this back area I'm gonna have to redo. I'm not willing to cut the trees that I have behind and over the head of this back area here, because a lot of the trees that are growing are deciduous, and I like the privacy when they have their full leaves from the development homes that were built behind us. So I that's that. So I probably will expand the wood area into here a little bit more somehow, to gain, so I have room for more inventory. Inventory still, I think I have enough, but I mean, I think you always need more. I'm not sure if I have enough personal wood. I don't think I have enough for the fall winter, so I may be buying cords maybe soon. I think right now it's at like peak summer, and the cheap cords of firewood are starting to go up in price. Last summer I found like one or two super cheap cords or free cords of wood that were like seasoned, and they just wanted to get it done and out of their hair. It was a great deal. I should have bought more from them at that time, but or gotten wood from them. But I think it's one of those things where even if you see it on Marketplace, you need to act right away. And not having a dump trailer of my own to hook up and go is a deterrent, which is a bummer. So one of those things where the one more example of having more equipment, or for example, to own a dump trailer or a trailer is an asset in terms of being a firewood seller or a wood hound, right? So that's so we'll see how that goes. As I'm filming this, someone just bought 4 bundles, so that's kind of funny. But yeah, good on them. So I guess it is Thursday, so now I need to replenish that what was just bought. So I'll make some more bundles, I guess, or to yeah. Folks, I don't know. Like, I don't want to make an episode just to make an episode, which I guess this is, or by definition. But yeah, sometimes it's hard to come up with content. That, and I have not done a podcast in more than a month. So let's do this. One of my supporters of the channel, let's do whatever, I think I was episode 12, 13, 14, somewhere in there. That's season 1, okay? That's season 1. Let's do season 2. Podcast season 2. So let's get on it again. I think there's a lot of wood hounds are going to be more available coming the fall, winter. Because right now they're busy because some of them do like lawn care, right? So I think I have a few lined up in that time. But for season 2, starting whenever I can get the scheduled, let's season 2, and so that can include previous interviewees. If you want to be on again, let me know. If you have any updates from your channel, from your wood yard, something that you want to share, something that you forgot about, something that you want to correct from your previous interview, reach out. I think I'm a lot of the people who are on the podcast, I text quite often. So if you're watching the episode, the dozen or so of you, reach out again. If you want to be back on, let's get you back on. There's no pressure by any means, but if you want to be on the podcast, reach out. We'll get you on. And for other people, I think there's a lot of there's been a few new subs who are also channels to the channel. And if you want to be on the podcast, rock and roll. I mean, let me know. The podcast, I guess more so than the channel, but channel is too. But it's about sharing knowledge, sharing experiences, sharing what you do in your wood yard, so we can learn from it, right? So I do want to continue the podcast, and I just haven't found more of a not, I won't say reliable, but people who want to be on, and I can nail them down in in scheduling, and I know people are busy, but I want to be flexible uh, to to work around your schedule. So to reach out, my email is in the about section of the channel, and to reach out and we can get you on the podcast. So I guess that's another good update. So season 2 of the podcast coming up. So that should be fun. Okay, this should be fun. One thing I wanted to mention, I reached out. So I don't know about where you are, but at least in my area, the local Costco's sell a log splitter, and I don't know, it's like 15 ton, 27 ton. Anyway, it's just a basic big box a splitter. I think it may go vertical, horizontal, but at least anyway, it's red. I don't know the brand of it. I don't think it's Kirkland brand, but I don't know the brand of it. Anyway, I reached out to my local Costco and I asked them, do you have any that have been returned or the floor model? Anyway, can I borrow one for a few hours or like a day and do a review episode on it and then return it back to you? And they responded, but the response I got was basically, we don't have any that have been returned, and letting you borrow it for a few hours, one that's new, is not how we do business. Basically, is what they said. It's not how we do business. The same company who you can return things that you bought from them there in any condition and get your money back. I mean, they lose money on the products they sell at Costco. Their main money maker is the memberships. That's fact. They literally lose money on some of the products that they sell. They take a hit. That, and people return things left and right there. So I don't know what to think about that response. But anyway, I had an idea of borrowing one of their splitters type thing, and then doing a review channel or doing a review episode on it. I don't need to buy one. I already have a single wedge splitter. I don't need to buy another one. I mean, they're like $900 or like $1,000, which is like a few $100 cheaper than a new big box splitter that is very similar or the same thing, just painted differently or like labeled differently. So that was my idea, because I don't think a lot of channels have bought one, or maybe the Costco's in the area don't carry them. But that was an idea, and it didn't work out. So that's a bummer. I had one episode of that idea, and it was on gonna review Costco splitter. I think that would be kind of cool. But yeah, I don't want to buy one. I mean, I guess I could buy one and return it, but I don't. That doesn't really jive with my ethics. So I don't. So we're not going to be doing that. On the note of it being hot this summer, I think a lot of us are experiencing heat waves in your area, at least here in North America. The good thing about that is whatever firewood that we have in a wood yard, in theory, is drying and drying faster. Especially if it's in the sun. Especially if it's not covered, because it's going to get sun because it's sunny. It's great. A lot of people are not liking all the heat and have to work in it, but at least the wood is drying and drying well. It's drying just fine. Yeah, like, I mean, all this here is it's in the sun right now from the west. A lot of it's uncovered. It's drying. It's awesome. I was testing some of this cottonwood that I got, I guess not most recently, but the one before that. And I think it's almost good to go. I think I put a few of those sticks of cottonwood in some of my bundles to sell, and yeah, so I'll start to do that shortly. But anyway, I guess that was just like people complain about the heat, but you have to realize that the sun and the heat is helping your firewood dry and dry faster. So it's kind of like just like this natural climate kiln, you know, that's drying our firewood. So yeah, dig it, love it. Firewood. Yeah. So just a few updates and questions and comments. Just me lounging in my backyard, away from the heat for a second. Just wanted to chat, a fireside chat. Just a few tidbits. And not that I'm running out of ideas, but it's open to you all. I mean, if you have any episode ideas, let me know down in the comments or reach out to me and give me some ideas, and I can attribute them to you for sure. But it's always good to get feedback or insight from your viewers. So I know. Just a random episode of me talking about why there's not an episode really today. So yeah, so the update on the podcast. That's cool. So let me know down in the comments if you have any insight or questions, or you want to be on the podcast, or some ideas from the channel. And then if you don't care about my hat, so let me know, folks. Dig it. Thank tuning in. I appreciate it. Until next time, life's too short to be a prick. So stay kind to one another. Stay safe. Stay cool out there. Keep cutting. Rock and roll. Cheers.